4 weeks from tomorrow, breast cancer survivors and their family and friends will gather for this year's Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. Becky Fields is the race chair this year and breast cancer survivor. Shari Holdman is the executive director of Komen, Oklahoma, Arkansas. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
We've got all our pink on and we are ready to go. Thanks for being here. Becky, talk to us a little bit about your journey through breast cancer.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. So 8 years ago now, when I was 42 years old, I got the call that no one wants to get, that you've gotten yourself. And it's just something that's kind of an out-of-body experience, and you don't know how you're going to take it. But one of the things that they told me on the phone was that you have triple-negative breast cancer and that we caught it early. So that was amazing. At the age of 42, I was not expecting anything like that. I was in good shape, and I didn't have any of the markers or any genetic predisposition to have that disease, and so it just took us all by surprise. But one of the things that I was looking at recently whenever I was asked to chair this race is I went back and looked at the original message that I received when I was on the phone that day, and the diagnosis, and at the bottom of that page I had written on the back of a receipt that I just picked up in the back of my car because I was driving, and I wrote down, and on the bottom of that page it said Susan G. Komen. And at the time, I probably didn't even know what that meant or what the connection or what that was going to mean in my life. But what it ended up doing is it gave me a community to support me as I walked through it, because as you know, it can be very lonely at times. And there are some things that even though you have a great support system like I do in my family and a great husband, some of it you just walk through alone, and there are a lot of things.
You have to be in that treatment room by yourself or in surgery. You know, you are. The thing for me, Shari, though, and one of the things I think Komen has been so great on is information. Absolutely. You know, you can Google something and next thing you know, you get all this misinformation that can really take you down the wrong path.
Yeah, absolutely. Please, that's one of the things that we say. Don't Google. Go to Komen.org. We have so much information in where you can get resources and outreach and what it means and who to talk to. It provides more detail than you're going to find on Google, and it actually brings some of those nerves down a little bit, so you can get the correct information and know what your journey may look like. And you know, you brought up that you feel alone, and I think that this is the past couple of years, that's the statement that I hear from everyone, and that's the mission that, you know, we are here in Tulsa, across Oklahoma, even Arkansas, that I work with, is I never want to hear that again. I want to make sure that individuals here in this state know that they have a huge, thousands of individuals, but a huge group of people in this community that stand up and support them to make sure that they're taken care of.
I've got some video from last year's race. This will mark my 20th year getting to be a part of the Race for the Cure, and those first few years you're still kind of raw. So I'm always very cautious for newbies, if you will, to make sure that they have someone to be with, to walk with. It can be very overwhelming. But as the race chair and all the organization and work that goes into it, what are some of the things that folks can expect on race day?
Absolutely. The thing I'm most excited about is the support for the survivors. We have Hope Village, and there will be so many people out there that are there and just supporting and cheering you on. And the first time that you are out, it is a little bit overwhelming and a lot of tears, but it's a journey that you don't want to be on, but you're in it with a lot of really caring, loving people who are just there to see you win and support you in any way.
This is the survivor parade, if you will, the pink shirts, and these are the women mostly, but a few men sometimes show up that are survivors. And Shari, that day kind of evolves into celebrating, honoring, and remembering.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me, you see the survivors that are here, and we take a moment during the event after, you know, we've all arrived at 7 in the morning and it's super early, and we just make sure that these women and men, as you had stated, are recognized. They know that this entire group, we have cheerleaders, we have people dressed up in tutus, we have this group that's just showing that they have a family behind them, they have a community behind them, they have a team from a Komen perspective that will make sure that they have the answers. Becky mentioned Hope Village. Inside Hope Village, we'll have resources for those breast cancer survivors and their families, with support groups and with things that they may need to help throughout their journey, along with additional resources that Komen provides directly. So we're incredibly excited to celebrate, to gather together in the fellowship, and and to kind of be with one another again.
It's perfect time. If you would like to join my team, I'd love to have you. If you want to start your own team, or if you just want to register to be a part of this, it's all happening Saturday, September 23rd at River Spirit Casino, and you can go to our website, newson6.com. We'll put the link there to the Komen Race page so you can be a part of that as well. Thank you so much for donating your time and certainly setting the example. I mean, I love Becky works at a bank. I mean, we come from all crosswalk of life, and that's what's so wonderful, that it could happen to anyone, and we need to get that message out.
Absolutely.
Great to see you.
Thank you.